What is it about Swedish meatballs that people love so much? What's the secret?
Well, the secret is just you need to add a lot of different types of meat in there. So you don't only go for one type of meat.
Yeah.
So I always go for 2 or 3 at least.
Okay.
So what I've done today is I got Venice meat and pork meat, and then this is the secret to Swedish meatballs: is breadcrumbs and cream.
Oh, okay.
And you let the breadcrumbs. Now we only have a few minutes on TV, but usually you let them soak for like 20 minutes.
So
maybe.
they get all swollen.
Yeah, and then you add that to the minced meat, and then a little bit.
So this is venison and pork, did you say?
Yeah.
So what else might you use?
Beef, veal.
Okay.
We in Sweden use elk a lot, moose up in northern Sweden. And then, so when I use game, I always spice it up with a little bit of juniper.
Okay.
Juniper spice in there as well. And then always a wooden spoon. And
Why
some
not
salt.
metal?
Well, you know, the secret is like using a wooden spoon. And then
So you're making
I'm
it
smelling this
mushing.
juniper. It reminds me of gin. Is it juniper? That's how you make gin, isn't it?
yes, it's one of the main spices
It
in
is.
gin. Yeah.
Well, I like gin. So you're getting that quite mushy.
Yeah. So then, this one you should go on for like 5-7 minutes, and until it doesn't stick onto your wooden spoon in the back anymore.
Okay.
Then your Swedish meatballs are almost done.
Right.
And then we go for some wet hands. And then this size is important because if you do them too big, you'll have them rare in the middle.
Yeah.
And if you do them too small, they'd be too hard.
Overcooked.
Yeah, overcooked. And
So this is the perfect size you're about
I
to
think
do.
so, but this is very debatable in Sweden.
The size of your meatballs
Yes.
is a constant debate.
Exactly. Every family has their own size. But I think this is a good size. And then you go on rolling them like this,
Okay.
to make them round.
Ah.
Yeah.
There
So
we
like,
go.
what is that? Like a golf ball? Kind of like that?
Is it smaller than a golf ball?
Ping pong.
Is that smaller than table tennis ball?
Yeah.
Table tennis ball
Yeah.
size, okay.
So that's good. And you can also add some onions if you want into some fried onions is popular. So depending on, some people like them raw onions in and some people like cooked onions in. So you can choose.
Now, there is a certain establishment where you can get Swedish meatballs and they do a gravy with them. Is that traditional?
Yes.
Meatballs and gravy.
The
in
gravy
Sweden?
is very traditional. So what you do is when you fried the meatballs, you add a little bit of cream and a little bit of soya sauce, and then you'll get this gravy.
So the oil that you fried them in?
Yeah, so you take the meatballs out of the pan, add a little of cream, cook for a couple of minutes, and then you add a few drops of soya sauce.
Okay.
And then traditionally, you eat mashed potatoes with Swedish meatballs. But I think it's a little too heavy with mashed potato. Yeah, it doesn't really like... it's not, it's not very healthy. You usually add a lot of butter into mashed potatoes, and it doesn't fill you up really good. So what I usually
And you are an expert, obviously, on the food that makes you happy as well. So you're obviously thinking like that.
Yes.
What the best combination is.
Exactly. That's what I always want to do. I want to add something more to the meal. So, like Swedish meatballs, and then a great side dish would be a cold potato salad.
Are you doing that now?
Yeah, because eating cold potatoes is way better than eating cooked potatoes.
Is it?
Yeah,
Why?
because the cold potato has a resistant starch in it, so it's better for your gut bacteria. And it's better for the digestion.
Okay.
So if you, and then, beetroots are amazing.
I love beetroot.
You do love them in England as well.
Yeah, I love them.
And potatoes as well. You eat,
Yeah? Well, he's Irish, so he loves potatoes.
Beetroot and potatoes.
And a good olive oil
Potatoes.
in there, like a virgin olive oil, a little bit of vinegar. And then we got some onions.
So when you say cold potatoes, you mean cooked cold potatoes. You don't mean
Raw,
No,
raw.
not raw.
Raw cold potato. Just chew on a potato. Here you go, look, have that one.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And you can cook them like this with the peel on. It'll make them more nutritious as well.
So how have you done it? Just boiled that?
Yeah, boil that. And then not too much salt in the boiling water because you want to add salt in the end because that's the problem, right? That you add too much salt when cooking Swedish or even English food as well. But so I always try to salt when I'm done, so in the dish itself. So a lot of parsley in there.
So that is a lot of parsley. Yeah. So that's your salad. So we doesn't say. So once you've done your meatballs, Niklas, you don't put flour or anything on those.
No.
Then just straight into the pan.
Yeah, straight into the pan. Yeah.
And how long do you fry those for normally?
Like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So not too long.
But a bit of colour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe
And
this
could you put them in the oven rather than fry them if you wanted to?
Well, you can, but it's wrong.
Okay, okay, fair enough. Just asking. Oh, now this is the. Is it? I want to say cranberry, but it's not cranberry.
It's
Is it?
lingonberries.
Lingonberries.
Yeah, and I've seen in English stores it says wild lingonberries, but all lingonberries are wild, so don't you worry if it's not.
We think it's healthy when we say wild. Everything's wild.
And so lingonberries, it's the most common jam in Sweden, and it's a very staple product in Nordic food, but it's also super nutritious, packed with a lot of vitamins, and it's a great thing. And I think they're great with the meatballs and the gravy sauce. So there you go.
Yeah,
Right, I'm
some
in.
very
Yeah.
different tastes for the senses there.
Right,
Take a bit of
meatball.
your lingonberries,
Lingonberries.
dingleberry thingy, McDiggies there.
Yeah. It's better than the furniture store now.
It's better than that particular store. That's delicious.
A cold potato.
Yeah, why not?
What do lingonberries look like? Is it-
They're like a small bushberry, grow very close to the ground, so very red.
Really
and
nice, Niklas.
Yeah, and colorful food is always good. Go for if you want to eat healthy food, like happy food, you should go for color.
Colourful plate.
Yeah.